not long ago, myself and the rest of the residents at Brantwood Family Services in Elkton, Maryland, were asked to participate in a promotional video. I would like to set the record straight. I cannot promote this facility in any way, shape, or form. I think it should actually be shut down for safety reasons. I have been abused quite a lot here. I was assaulted by another resident. It was April 16th of 2021. She got angry and threw a mop at my head. It hit me right here. There was a bump and a bruise. Management would not take it seriously at all. They said, if you don't feel safe here, maybe you should leave. And when the police came to file charges, they forced me to send them away. Management, it was a Friday, and management came in on Monday, and I ran into them in the hall basically and said, hey, you guys meeting with me today? And they were like, this is Mary, Your Honor. That's not how you ask for a meeting. Why would you ask me that way? And I was like, well, it was assaulting in your facility. They refused to discipline the person in any way. I did have a meeting with her in the office. They pulled me in. The girl refused to admit to hitting me with a mop, but I made peace because I have to live with her and they weren't going to do anything. A few weeks later, she was screaming at me for no reason in front of the whole community in a meeting, and I went to the office for help, and the owner was there, and she wouldn't, again, she was like, well, I deal with evil people every day, just deal with it. And then it was this whole huge incident where she, chewed me out in front of the whole community because I had 2 doctor's appointments in one day, and I couldn't do deep clean. I informed staff the day before I couldn't do it. They said it was fine, but she ended up doing my tour, and man, she was pissed. And this whole ridiculous argument ensued. First it was just her speaking up against me, but then the official title, it would be Residential Program Coordinator, sort of the second in charge, started arguing with me about different things, and it was just unbelievable. So the following week, I said, you know what we have here is a pattern. This person gets angry about cleaning, and she takes it out on me. I need to sit her down and say, hey, that's like bully behavior, and I'm not going to take it. Enough. You hit me with a mop, you screamed at me in front of a bunch of people, and you try to call me out in the community because I had doctor's appointments. We're not doing this. And I spoke with both of our counselors, but she wasn't available, so I got a different staff member to sit in. I had that staff member come in with me, and I was like, this is what I'm going to say. What's the best way to say it? And we worked that out, and I wrote notes. I called the girl out. And, I didn't call her out. That came out wrong. The staff member brought her outside in a neutral location, which I was like, hey, neutral location is, yeah, that's good. And she kept talking over me. She didn't want to hear anything I say, talking over. So all of a sudden, she jumps up. Well, I looked over at Stephanie and said, Stephanie, I don't feel like I'm being heard. Can you help me? The girl jumps out. She's like, fuck this shit. And I read directly off the paper. I said, well, I'm setting a boundary, and in the future, I would like you to address me calmly and in private if there's an issue. Fuck you, bitch. We were on a picnic bench. She jumped up on the side she was sitting on, and all the way over, and she's like, fuck you, bitch. It was ridiculous. I just stood up in my place, and I was like, no, not you. I don't remember. And Stephanie, I was trying a few things. The employee got in between, because the girl was coming towards me, trying to get in my face, and I just kept saying, bully, 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 because I knew it would shut her down. And it was just this whole horrible. I was pulled into the office a week later and told I was being discharged. They claimed it was because I was not making progress, so I sent them a list of 18 different things I had accomplished in the last 2 months, the period of time they said I wasn't making progress. And they just keep saying, well, we're not changing minds. We're not changing our program. We're not changing anything. We don't want to hear you. La, 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 la. Safety issues? La, 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 la. A major issue that I have been really spoken up about was a few weeks back. They have us doing deep clean. They pulled half of the residents off of deep clean. They put them in this vocational program and gave them little mini jobs. They handed them clipboards and they supervise us, the rest of us little peons. They supervise us, they monitor us, they facilitate groups. These are not merit-based jobs. They were given to people who did not know how to write resumes, who may have been in jail, might be pregnant. There were barriers to employment. And those of us who were deemed okay to seek employment on our own were not chosen. These people work 10 hours a week with their clipboards bossing us around. In exchange, they get off one full clinical day, it's a half and half, but it was a full clinical day, one full vocational day. These are now 3 days, completely off. They get 50 hours a week. They got paid certifications in CPR, in food safe certification. Can't find my list. The other one was no lockdown training, all paid. They get to put Brantwood as an actual employer on their resume with positive references. And the biggest thing was they don't have to do any chores. None. So as you can imagine, the day-to-day cleanliness has gone down quite a bit because people don't go, the few chores don't care. So that the place is a mess. But the rest of us are doing chores about 30 minutes a day, 6 days a week. And on that 7th day, that's the deep clean day. They go downstairs and at least on one occasion have catered lunches. We were up here busting our ass for hours. But in an hour and a half total time, we get smoke breaks. So a total of an hour and a half, we, with about 10 to 12 people, are expected to complete 12 pages of deep clean assignments, moving the refrigerator, moving the stove, doing corners and crevices, in an hour and a half while watching the kids. There's nobody to watch the kids. A few weeks back, one of the 2-year-olds got out of the building. I was in the kitchen with his mom. There's a little, half door there that locks. But everyone's coming in and out, getting garbage bags. Oh, I'm thirsty, I need a drink, whatever. In and out. So there's 2 of us trying to watch this little boy. He's got the energy of a puppy. He's not verbal on top of it. So the next thing I know, his mom comes in, she's like, oh my God, he got out of the house. He got out of the kitchen, through the hallway, through the living room, through the dining room, past all the people cleaning out, but everyone was so busy cleaning, nobody saw this child leave that house. So I've been sounding the alarm nonstop, we have to do something. A kid got out. Morgan Madison's direct response. Not changing anything. We could have had a tragedy. Not changing anything. Oh my God. It's unbelievable. Other safety issues, we were served raw chicken for dinner. I started to say that one day at least one occasion they got catered lunches while we're scrubbing floors, and we got Uncrustables and chicken nuggets. Morgan got mad at me because our last community meeting before they kicked me out for no reason, while she was commending the vocational program for doing great on their mock interviews, she said nothing about those of us who are literally sweating, back breaking, keeping this house in order. She just didn't say a word, and she didn't like my face. So I got chastised for that. I've been told multiple times if I don't feel safe here, I should leave.